implementing plans to achieve results, goal setting, goal alignment. Thank you po, sir. So, proceed na po ulit. So, bali gaya po ng sabi ko kanina, tatakil po natin dito yung implementing plans to achieve results. Under niya po yung goal setting, goal alignment, and participation and involvement. So, discuss po natin yung implementing plans to achieve results. Take action and carefully measure your progress towards objectives. Implementation planning largely determines project success because without it, your strategic goals remain unactionable. Next, implementation of plans is the final step and process of planning. This involves putting plans into action so as to achieve the plan's business objectives. Implementation of plans requires establishments of policies, procedures, standards, budgets, and etc. So, bali may isi-share po ako na short video. Paki-confirm lang po kung may sound o nakikita po ng ayos. Panood. Hello po. 4 steps to implement effective action plans. Number 1, yung assess current situation. Yung before determining the course of action, the individual must first take a look at his or her circumstances and identify the area or areas that need to be modified. The second po is yung set SMART goals, yung lagi naman po nating naririnig. Specific, measurable, attainable, results-oriented, target date must be set. Number 3, outline actionable item. And the last is the implement and measure, take action. Thank you po sa panood. Proceed po tayo sa goal setting. So what is goal setting? It is a process of identifying what you want to accomplish and creating a plan to achieve those desired. Siguro naman po lahat tayo may goal sa buhay, May mga layunin. Lalo sa mga darating na eleksyon, marami po tayong maririnig niyan, mga goal, mga layunin. Goal setting is also a process that starts with careful consideration of what you want to achieve and ends with a lot of hard work to actually do it. Next. So may encounter na naman po dito natin yung SMART goals na kagaya ro sa napanood natin kanina. So, great goals. Specific, clearly targeted key results and outcomes to be accomplished. M for measurable, describes the results as can measured without ambiguity. So, meaning po, walang kalabuan. Mame-measure siya ng walang kalabuan. Attainable, include challenging stretch factor while still being realistic and possible to achieve. Relevant, focus on important result, not just on activities or effort expended. And last, timely, linked to specific timetables and due dates. Next po. So, may example po ako dito ng about sa goal setting. To improve communications with the team in the next 3 months by holding weekly team meetings, whereas it can be difficult to measure. Improves communications, it much easier to document whether the weekly team meetings have been held. So, nandito din po yung benefits of goal setting. Number 1 is provide direction. Kung ano ba talaga yung mga layunin natin. Kung ano yung gusto nating ma-accomplish. Cleaner focus on what is important. Clarify in decision making. Gives you control of your future. Provides motivation. Gives you a sense of personal satisfaction. Gives you a sense of purpose in life. So, number 3 po, yung goal alignment. It is the one thing to set goals, make them part of a plan, and then manage and support them well. It is the process by which you keep your workforce towards your company's overarching goals. It is the most important part of managerial planning. So, ito po sa right, goal alignment between leader and team member. Jointly plan. So, bali nag-set po sila ng objectives, set its standards, pumili ng actions. Dito po sa individually set, the member and the leader, which is yung nag-provide ng support si leader, perform naman itong si member. So, bali ang kakalabasan po nila yung joint control, i-review nila yung result, i-discuss yung mga implication, and renew the cycle. So, goal alignment pa rin po. The conversation between team leaders and team members or between supervisor and subordinates at each step in the hierarchy are essential to achieving goal alignment. The conversation should result in agreement on number 1, performance objectives for a given time period. Number 2, plans through which objectives will be accomplished. Standards for measuring whether objectives have been accomplished. And the last is the procedures for reviewing performance results. This is the process sometimes yung MBO po, management by objectives, or yung the old-fashioned good management. Under pa rin po ng goal alignment, yung MBO, management by objectives, pros and cons. MBO is the most talked about and debated management concepts. The advantages of MBO are that can focus workers on the most important tasks and objectives, and focus managers on areas of support that can truly help their employees meet the agreed objectives. Po yung simple hierarchy objectives, under pa rin po siya ng goal alignment. So, the figure shows how a hierarchy of goals or hierarchy of objectives help the goal alignment. When such a hierarchy is well defined, the accomplishment of the lower level goals and objectives provides the foundation for the accomplishment of higher level goals and objectives. The example in the figure is built around quality goals in manufacturing setting. Strategic goals set by the top management cascade down the organization step to become quality management objectives for lower level. Everything ideally works together in the consistent means and passion so that the organization consistency performs the world's number one supplier of recyclable containers. Yan po. So, benefits po ng goal alignment. Goals set the tone of your organizational strategy. Employees get a sense of how their contributions are building toward team and organizational goals. Priorities are clarified and aligned goals are connect employees and team. So, ganun po kahalaga ang goal alignment. Proceed po tayo sa participation and involvement. Meron po kayang pagkakaiba ang participation sa involvement o ano ba ang kahalagahan ng participation and involvement? So, participation and involvement. Planning is a process and not an event. And participation and the involvement are two of its core components. So, yung dalawa po, si participation sa involvement, kung may kumpara po natin sa halimbawa, isang example, lalo sa mga trending na online games ngayon, sa Mobile Legends po, may tinatawag tayong core doon. So, pinuritahan sa core sa gitna ng laban, kasama niya si Tank. So, bale, dalawa sila na sasagupa para yung participation ni Tank sa involvement ni Core ay mapasama sa kanilang plano na manalo po. So, participatory planning includes in planning steps the people who will be affected by the plans and asked to help implement them. So, participation po refers to the actual business activities that employees perform. And then involvement refers to the level of input in decision making that employees have regarding which business activities they perform. Ito po natin makikita yung how the participation and involvement help build commitments to plans. So pinakagitna po yung build commitments to plan. Allow others to participate and involve at all steps in planning. Para siyang, isipin na lang po natin na isa siyang hapagkainan na isang buong pamilya na yung mga membro ay kasama na nag-uusap to define yung mga goal nila sa kanilang pamilya. Ganito din po yung pinapakita nitong sa participation and involvement. So yung pinakasentro, allow others to participate and involve at all steps in planning process. Tapos sa mga nakapaligid po sa kanya is define planning objectives, determine where things stand vis-a-vis objectives, develop premises regarding future conditions, identify actions alternative and make plans, implement plans and evaluate results. Yung benefits po ng participation, building a stronger community. When everyone participates, the company is benefited by the development of an employee community. Employees that feel their opinion is valued and see changes designed to benefit both them and the customer are more likely feel invested in the success of the company. Improving communication. Another big benefit of employee participation is the breaking down of traditional communication barriers. Employees that have a solid avenue for speaking to their thoughts and fears regarding the company direction are more likely to point out trouble points in the workflow or innovate new ways of doing things. Reducing stress. Participation can also serve to reduce stress in both employees and employers. Stress can build up over uncertainties regarding company changes because of the new workflows. Next is the boosting productivity. Speaking of productivity, employee participation in company direction and decision making can also help to make them more productive in the long run. The last is the increasing product quality. Finally, employee engagement can also play itself in a way that makes the final product produced by your company much better. For instance, the employees are better informed in the direction of the company. They will be able to better communicate these ideas to customers. Yun lang po. Thank you po.